House Party by Eric Walters, Chapter 6. Well, Jen said, it's official. We've moved from nobodies to big losers. We're the ones that gave a party and nobody came. It's still early, I said, trying to be reassuring. It's 10 after 9, 10 minutes after people were supposed to arrive. And do you see any people? She said, gesturing around the room. Do you know what tonight is? Jen asked. A bad night for giving a party? It's a bad night to be alive, she screamed. I thought somebody would show up, but I think it's just you and me. It's not like we didn't invite people, because we did. She looked like she was going to start crying. It's okay, I said. It's probably that there wasn't enough notice. The next time my parents go away, we'll know a lot sooner and we can start planning and inviting people sooner. That would just make it worse. That would give them even more time to ignore us. This is proof positive that you two and I are. Ding dong. The doorbell rang, cutting her off. The doorbell, I said. I had an amazing ability to point out the obvious. It rang again. You get it, Jen ordered. I have to check my makeup. As she ran from the room, she reached over and cranked the volume up on the stereo. Music filled the room. The doorbell rang again. This was bizarre. I was feeling excited and scared to answer my own front door. I took a deep breath and then I threw it open. There were 4 boys standing there. I didn't know any of them. I wasn't surprised because Jen did most of the inviting and knew most of the people. Is this the place where the party's taking place? One of them asked. This is it, I said. I'm Casey, and this is my house. Hey, Casey, I'm Mike, and this is Steve, Mo, and Malik. Come on in, I said and gestured for them to enter. It's still early, so not many people have arrived yet, I tried to explain. Nothing wrong with being early, one of them said. Yeah, that's cool. Jen's upstairs. Cool. And there's punch in the kitchen. It's in a bowl, and there's alcohol. We put alcohol in it. Vodka and whiskey and gin, I stammered. So help yourself. I think we've already taken care of that part, one said. I think it was Mo, but I couldn't keep track of all the names. He opened up his coat and reached inside a pocket and pulled out a bottle. It was like a magic trick, as this gigantic bottle of vodka just appeared. Plus, we have beer, one of the others said. He pulled off a backpack and I heard bottles clinking together. There are plastic cups in the kitchen by the punch bowl. Just help yourselves. We will. Thanks for having us, Mike said. Thanks for coming, and the doorbell rang again, cutting me off. You better get that, Mike said. They went upstairs and I went to grab the door. 2 guys and a girl walked in. I didn't know the guys, but I knew the girl, Ashley, from my law class. Hey, Casey, Ashley said. These are my friends, Brian and Ryan. They're such good friends, they even rhyme. They nodded at me and I nodded back. There's punch upstairs, I said, but be careful. It's spiked with alcohol. I'm going to stick with wine, Ashley said. She pulled a bottle out from under her jacket. Fancy looking bottle, Brian said, but looks like it's got a cork. Why didn't you get something with a screw cap? My father doesn't buy wine with screw caps, she said. He only buys the good stuff. Your father bought that for you, I gasped. They laughed and I realized that was a pretty dumb question. This isn't like a bush party, Ashley said. I'm sure that Casey has a corkscrew. Of course, up in the kitchen, the drawer just to the right of the fridge. Brian and Ryan headed up the stairs. Ashley started after them, stopped, and turned around. Thanks for hosting the party, Ashley said. Thanks for coming. It didn't take much effort. It's just that it's pretty brave for you to do, that's all. Brave? What do you mean, I asked. Ashley, Ryan bellowed from the kitchen. You're slowing down our drinking time. Come on. I'm coming, she yelled back. Talk to you later. I guessed she must have meant it was brave because my parents would kill me if they found out. They actually wouldn't kill me. I'd be grounded. But if that happened, it happened. Sometimes you had to be prepared to pay the price to get what you wanted. There was a pounding on the door. Startled, I almost screamed. I recovered and scrambled over to the door. It was four, no, five people, three girls and two guys I recognized from around school. But they were a couple of grades ahead of me. Is this the party place? One of the guys asked. Yes, I'm Casey, and this is the place where. Yahoo! One of the guys screamed. They burst through the door and brushed past me. There were no introductions. They just moved upstairs. I guess there'd be time to get to know who they were later. I was sure Jen would introduce me. I did a quick count. Four, then three, now plus five, plus Jen and me. That was 14. No matter what happened now, even if nobody else came, we had ourselves a real party. No one could accuse us of having a party and nobody showing up.